Hi, this is Greg Reed from the Magnetic Real Estate Agent. Today I want to talk about more in our series about appreciation marketing. And today I want to talk about two very, very important words. And those words are thank you. You know, one of the most forgotten words in today's society, and yet they're certainly one of the most important words that we could ever use, particularly in business and particularly in our life as we continue to develop our friendships or develop our business relationships. You know, if you think about it, ever had a time when you've been around somebody and you've gone that extra mile, you've really put a big effort in, you've extended yourself, you've done something extraordinary, and you sort of sat back and you've waited for the big thank you to come, and you sat there and you waited and you waited and you waited, and yeah, sometimes this lasts for days, sometimes it could even be weeks, and you haven't heard from the person, and you're getting more and more frustrated. And finally one day you bump into that person and you say, you know, how you going? And still no reaction from them. So finally you give up and you ask them, hey, did you get that special message from me, or did you get that present from me, or whatever? And they turn around and go, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks a lot, it was great. I mean, how do you feel at that point? Probably pretty let down. Well, say you had a really good close friend that got invited to their wedding, and this time you thought, well, hey, they're pretty close, they're special to me, so what I'm going to do, get a nice big present for them, something that really, I really want to give them, really going to make those people feel special. And so you again give an extraordinary gift to somebody. Again you wait, and there's no reply. You wait a bit longer and there's still no thank you coming, and you continue to wait. Again, how do you feel at that particular point? Pretty well let down, pretty well, not feeling your best, because that person certainly hasn't acknowledged the effort that you've gone to. You see, in fact, one of the most dangerous things you can do is not say thank you. It's more dangerous than when people actually say thank you for somebody. And it's understandable to some degree in this current world that we live in, an 80-hour weeks, the internet, all this kind of stuff has really sort of taken away that personal touch that we live by. But there is a way that you can get around this, and that way is to actually have an appreciation marketing strategy, one where you can automatically acknowledge and say thank you to somebody for any efforts that they bestow upon you. But again, one of the biggest issues that we have in our lives is that while our intentions can be good, unfortunately at times, we let things slip. So you need a system that's automated. If you look at certain companies and industries around there, those people that employ the thank you strategy are those who really differentiate themselves and really create sensational businesses. If you look at the cosmetic industry, Mary Kay Ash started the business of Mary Kay Cosmetics, built it to a $1.2 billion empire. And what she would teach her representatives was, at night, before they went to bed, they had to write 3 thank you notes to the people they met during the day and just say thank you for catching up with them. And so the great thing about that was that her representatives were always in a positive mind. They're always out there looking on how best to reward and thank people. And after having I said 1.5 million distributors worldwide, Mary Kay built an enormous empire in the cosmetic business. Looking back in our own industry, in the real estate business, Tom Hopkins, at the age of 19, discovered that he no longer wanted to be a construction worker. He wanted to get into real estate. And so he started off and he tried really hard, but in his first 6 months, his average income was only $50 a month. And so he continued on with his training to get better and better. But what he discovered was that if he went out and actually said thank you, and he did this by giving out personal thank you notes. In fact, he wrote 10 thank you notes per day to the people that he met. And what that did, over the next 5 years, it helped him build a business averaging over $14 million a year back then. And it went on to make him one of the biggest and most successful real estate trainers in the world. So having a thank you system, and particularly, as I said, with our intentions being great, is sometimes not enough. You've also got to have a system in place that automates it, but automates it personally. And again, I said one of the important things that you can do is to send out those thank you notes. Because if you think about it, what do most people do during the day? They go to their letterbox. They're not looking for the junk mail. They're certainly not looking for the bills. They're looking for personal mail. They're looking for something personal coming to them. And if you're in the business of being able to send out thank you notes, thank you cards, all that kind of thing in a personal sense to somebody, then they're going to get a terrific buzz from receiving that. So I'm not saying that cards are the only way to do it. You know, sure, a phone call's nice. Sending an email, yep, that could do a trick. But sending a personal thank you card will really set you apart from the rest of the team. And that could really make a difference in your business. I hope that's been a great point for you, and hopefully that you'll take that on board. My final message for you is this: I hope that you seriously want to become a professional magnetic agent, whereby you can attract all the people that you need to successfully grow your business, and that you never ever have to go out there and buy leads or cold call ever again. Have a great day. I look forward to catching up with you again real soon. Bye for now.